Well, I had the idea to take my home recipe of my homemade iced tea and figure out how to bottle it. And after some research, I found the Rutgers Food Innovation Center, and they guided me into the process of taking my home recipe and bringing it to the market, and how to bring it to the market, how to bottle it and preserve it without using preservatives, and keep it completely all-natural, fresh product, the same as I would make it at home. The recipe, this was my mother's recipe, and I've been making it at least 30 years. I'm dating myself, but she made it all my life as I was growing up. And everybody always loves the iced tea, and they always love the recipe, so I thought, well, this is going to be a good thing to bottle. And so far, I started with it last summer, July of 2008. The first bottle was on the shelf, actually in the marketplace, after a year of research and R&D, and it's been selling ever since. Rutgers offered to make my first 1,000 bottles, and July, August, about 6 stores in my hometown, Point Pleasant area, was selling the bottles and selling the iced tea, and I sold out. And I didn't have a larger commercial manufacturer yet. I had to go back to Rutgers and say, please, could you make another 1,000 bottles until I find somebody who will brew the tea? And that again sold out, so that really gave me, you know, the incentive to keep going, because people liked it and it was a good idea, so we just kept moving forward from there. And I came up with the idea, there's a beach scene on there because we're from Point Pleasant and we're in a beach area, beach town, so I want to focus on the Jersey Shore at first. And this is actually Manasquan. That's Manasquan Beach there on the cover. And the idea was just to show a more wholesome, like back to earlier times. You have the old-fashioned car in there because it's an old-fashioned style recipe, and you really don't get fresh brewed teas like that anymore, especially in the ready-to-drink variety when it comes in a bottle. So that's what makes it different, and that's what makes it so good. No, and I don't consider myself a salesperson at all. That was like the hardest stumbling point for me, was to get over the sales part. But as soon as they tasted it, they said, yes, we'll take it, we'll put it on the shelf. So even if there was hesitation at first, oh, we have so many iced teas, or we have so many drinks we don't need anymore, I would always have my little kit, my little cups, and I would have them, please just taste it. You don't have to like it, you don't have to stock it if you don't want to, but at least please just taste it. As soon as they taste it, it's sold. So it was a pretty easy sell. So I'm in about 20 stores now, and I'm in Whole Foods, the one in Middletown. So that was like a big deal to me, because that was one of my goals, was to get into a store like Whole Foods, because they have a list of ingredients that you're not allowed to have on your product. So if anyone wants to come in and sell their product there, you can't have certain preservatives or certain ingredients, because that's the whole philosophy, that it's a whole food. And that was the whole philosophy of my iced tea. I wanted to bring a product to market that was really a healthy product but tasted good at the same time. The name out of my product into the marketplace, and being small and just starting out, I really don't have a marketing budget. And you need zero marketing budget for Twitter. And it was actually easy. People would say use Facebook, some of the companies, but Facebook was a little bit more complicated for me, so I skipped over that and I said, I'll just go to Twitter. It's very easy, and it's very easy to connect with people. And I actually connected with people in my hometown. One woman from Jersey Bites, she writes a blog about food, and food all over New Jersey, so we met each other on Twitter. And she did an interview and wrote a little blog about my iced tea, and it just blossomed from there. I'm meeting so many different people on Twitter, other business owners, but other just customers as well through Twitter. And it's kind of a funny thing. You think it's nonsense, like what are you doing, you know, on Twitter? It's kind of, but it really is a great tool, especially for a small business like mine. I had a review. One of the other reasons I wanted to go on Twitter was to market my iced tea and get reviews from, there's a lot of tea review sites, there are a lot of beverage review sites, and I've had about, I want to say 7 or 8 different bloggers or tea review sites or beverage review sites review my tea. Of course, I send them some samples for free, and they do a write-up, and that gets more of the message out there for my product. So it's really been, for me, it only costs my time. And in the beginning, you know, you're on it a little bit more because you don't know how to use it. But once you get to knowing how to use it, I'm only on it like a half hour a day, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. So I like the Twitter. Hi, I'm Maryanna Rollano, owner of Maryanna's Iced Tea. We're here at the Center Food Market in Manasquan.